You know what I'm saying? Queens basketball royalty in the building. I got Haron H2O Hargrave in the building. He said Jalen Brunson is better than Kyrie Irving.
I didn't say Jalen Brunson is better than Kyrie Irving. I would choose Jalen Brunson any day of the week over Kyrie Irving because I want to win. I'm a winner and I like winning results. And Jalen Brunson is a leader. And I ask everybody else, is leadership a skill? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a skill. So then Kyrie Irving has little leadership skills, zero. But I have to have the disrespect in there. The disrespect has to be in there because you have to say Robin. You have to say because it's Batman or Robin,
right?
Not Batman and Superman.
You say Batman and Nightwing.
So
what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I go by the name of DJ Solar, and always with me I got my guy in the chair. And this is TapIn Radio. Now, today, you know how we do. Big Queen shit going on, man. I got D1 player, rise to the top, started from the bottom, now you're here. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Queens basketball royalty in the building. I got Haron H2O Hargrave in the building. Haron, say what up to the people, man.
What's going on, man? First off, happy to be here.
Thank you. We are happy to have you. You know what I'm
Big
saying?
Queens in the building, man.
Absolutely. TapIn Radio moving up. You feel me?
Yeah,
we got athletes now. Nigga, what you talking about? So let's get right into it, man. Like I don't gotta ask you where you from. We already know you from Queens.
Queens, South Side to be exact.
Oh, there you go. Another South Side.
119 in Merrick to be exact, right by Roy Wilkins Park and all that. You know what I mean? So
wow, South Side, we outside. You heard?
West Side Merrick and all them.
Oh wow. West Side Merrick. You talking about some things now?
Yeah, some things.
So what was that like growing up in Queens? That part of Queens for you? What was that like?
It was tough. It was tough. It was cool though. It taught me culture. It taught me, you know, the values of life. Right? You know, it wasn't the easiest neighborhood to grow up in. You had to make the good decisions or the bad decisions, and I just chose that path. Like, sports definitely kept me, even kill and let me know like to go on this path or that path. It's not like I didn't see what was going on. I saw the drug dealers and I saw the evildoers and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it was
undesirables,
undesirables and stuff. Like I got a crazy story. I remember when I was a young kid. Talking about Queens, big Queens, Maserati Fox actually like saved my life.
No shit, for real.
Yeah. So this is an exclusive here. Like I never, I don't really talk about this, but when one of the first days that I learned how to ride a bike when I was 5 years old, I got hit off my bike. And like by a Cadillac. Remember back in the day, them Cadillacs
all steel,
stainless steel, like them big Cadillacs. I got hit off my bike. It was like in between cars. Like I was so little, you can't see to cross the street. So I'm like in the middle of, just going out. I just went out, and the car, boom, hit me up, and I fell on the on the hood of the car and rolled off. And back then there wasn't no cell phones and stuff like that. Right. So Maserati Fox picked me up and took me to my house, and they called 911. My mom called 911, and Maserati Fox, I like to say he saved my life.
Shout out to Maserati Fox.
R.I.P. Maserati Fox. He passed away a few years ago and everything. But
you said a few weeks ago.
A few years ago.
Oh,
yeah, Maserati Fox.
Know that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Where the hell you been at, man?
Yo, I don't know. I didn't hear that though.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
He came out, from doing the bid, and then he and he passed.
I heard he had came out, but I didn't hear he passed though.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep. So, shout out to him. God rest his soul,
man. Rest in peace.
And all that. But but growing up in Southside was a different time, man. Oh, they shot. This is something I never said either. They shot the movie, the Malcolm X movie, where it got burned down. That was on my block. Right on my block. We used to have curfew. Yeah, right. We used to have on 119 in Merrick. That's where it was. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
They shot that movie on my block when it used to be an abandoned house, and they fixed it up real nice, and they sold it after that. But it was an abandoned house. They fixed it up and all that. Just to burn it down. Like, no. But they had the movie there, Spike Lee and all that was there as a young kid. I remember we couldn't look outside after a certain time. and everything. Like you couldn't be outside. That's
because they were filming the movie, so they like blocked everything off.
But that's like history. That's like a Snapple top fact right there.
Nah,
like,
for
know
real.
What I'm saying? But yeah,
exclusive Snapple.
Yeah, it was crazy back then. But ball kept me level headed and kept me on the grind.
Oh, okay. So, what did you see basketball as? Like, what did it represent to you as far as like growing up in Queens and seeing all that you saw?
Well, first, it was fun to me. Like it was fun. Like you have to like enjoy something that you're doing. Like I wasn't one of those kids who didn't like. I played multiple sports, but basketball was always my sport. Like I was good at football. I was good at baseball. I was good at soccer. I was good at all these sports.
You was a natural athlete.
I was just athlete. Like and I loved basketball. Like I went to PS30. Right there by 113 Precinct in Rochdale, like over there by Rochdale and all that. Yeah, PS30. I went to PS30. The courts are still the same. I'm working on that, getting changed with Donovan Richards right now, the Queensboro president. Actually was in Nas's magazine, Queens Get the Paper, his first his first magazine release. I was in that one. We had the biggest spread with Ballin' for Peace. Nice. I actually just reposted that today. But I was in that, and I did my photo shoot at PS30. That's where I first started, and I learned how to play. And it's Queens, and that's a symbol for me because I'm from Queens, and that's where I grew up at. And that was a staple for my whole basketball career was at PS30.
Wow!
But the courts are still the same. Working on getting that fixed, and that'd be mean a lot for me. But growing up, basketball specifically was my outlet. And my outlet from all of the nonsense that we had to go through during that time. My mom was the teacher. She was over at Springfield Gardens High School, and she used to run basketball tournaments at St. Almas Park. So, like, growing up as a kid, I had nothing but basketball trophies all over the place. So I like had no choice,
Yeah, it kind of like, this is what you're doing.
I like to say my mom put the ball in my hand. I never put it down. Even still now, refereeing and coaching and training, playing all over the place and everything. But that's where it started from me at PS30.
Okay, that's dope. I like that. That's a lot of history.
100%. We talking from Queens dudes here, so like we, a lot of people, when I'm going on a general platform, a lot of people don't know these spaces.
Right.
Exactly what I'm talking about. So it's
absolutely.
Like,
walk past all the things you're talking about every day.
100%. Key Food. We used to go there, get the sandwiches from Key Food and everything like that. Run over in Rochdale. Rochdale was like the cool place to be at and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Rochdale Village. Shout out to my guy G Money. DJ G Money and all these people. He's been the official DJ for Ballin' for Peace since we started. One of my homies and everything, like Don DeMarco. I keep it Queens. DJ Just, a lot of my guys. These are all Queens legends. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, we are the young OGs. We are the young legends right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, this is what we got. We got to keep Queens, big Queens. We got to keep, a lot of people from Queens doing big things, and we don't get enough credit because we don't really talk about it.
Right. We just move and do our thing and be like, all right.
You from Queens, we just do it, man. Like, I would go to Dykeman and Rucker and all, I get 50 and then act like nothing happened. Because I don't got a whole entourage with me and everything like that.
Right. We more
one or two people and I'm good.
We more on some, we got to get the job done.
100%. Result-driven people. That's it. I'm a result-driven person.
All about the results. Like,
100%.
The fanfare, flashy, like, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But what we doing? What we really doing?
Right. Like, and that's crazy. And it's not to start no beef. Like, somebody from Harlem because they gonna a Harlem dude because a Harlem dude gonna argue you down even though he know he wrong. He gonna argue you down, and he gonna start talking about his money and how he dressing and his clothes. He gonna go there. You from Brooklyn? You gonna know they from Brooklyn because they gonna say it. Like you ain't got before anything. What from Brooklyn? That's it. Like that's
a fact.
That's all they're gonna do, and they're gonna know. Queens, we just be in spaces, moving around.
You know what it is though, too? We in a too fair zone, so a lot of we have to take the bus to the train so we are go getters. That's what that means. We go when you see us uptown, we had to go there. People they don't come to Queens.
That's a fact.
They don't come to Queens. They're not gonna say that I'm coming to. It has to be something specific, like a Ballin' for Peace. and I'm bringing them to Queens June 20th, right? You
June
know what I'm saying?
20th,
At
yes.
Queens College. But they don't come to Queens. They don't really pull up in Queens like that. You know, they may have a shorty in Queens and they buy low and sneaking in.
Yeah,
we got the houses and everything like that. But it's always like Queens is like it's like a quiet place and people sneak off into Queens. But people don't really like, yo, I'm in Queens, yo. Like what the hell are you doing in Queens?
That is definitely
a fact. So, but we have to go places. Like LL said it too. L was like, yo, you from Queens, you gotta be all over the place. I gotta be in Harlem. I gotta be in the Bronx. I gotta be in Brooklyn. I gotta be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But those people don't come to Queens, but we go everywhere because we need those results. We want those results, and we don't want to. One thing about somebody from Queens, people not gonna not know about what they doing. Like if you doing something, like for me, when I'm doing this Ballin' for Peace thing, I gotta be everywhere. I'm on from the biggest platforms to the smallest ones to every. For sure. I'm on Pix 11 one day. I'm on the Fox 5, and I'll still come to TapIn Radio. I'll still come.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, we gonna make this work. Like my mindset is like it's like my album. Ballin' for Peace is like my album.
Ooh, I
like you know what I'm saying? This is just my new album. I'm releasing my album, so I'm gonna move like an independent artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be everywhere. I seen Jadakiss. He still has, when he's throwing out an album, he still has like that old school rollout. He's everywhere. Yeah. He's gonna do that. Like one of the best rollouts in modern history from me was the Clips. Yeah. They rollout was insane for their last album. They did everything. They hit every single place, and that's what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yep.
That's fire. I like that. So just going back a little bit, when it comes to basketball, when were you like, all right, I'm nice as hell in basketball, and I'm going to take it serious?
From when I first started, from day one. From when I was a kid, man, I was always pretty good, man. I ain't gonna lie, like, I was pretty good. It was just about who knew. Okay. It wasn't about what I was doing, like, it was like who knew what I was doing. Okay. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I started playing, one of my first tournaments was in Baisley Projects. It was a tournament called BAKE, Brothers Against Killing Each Other. Right, that's what it stood for. Okay. Brothers Against Killing Each Other, and a guy named Understanding, they call him AU, and Bond Ruler.
Peace,
so that's
peace, God, peace, God,
peace, King. What up, King? What up, God? Like, so it was one of them, and they ran that tournament. I used to, as a kid, it's another. Like, I don't really get to talk about this Queen stuff like that, but if you know, like when I was a young boy, I used to sell ices. My mother we had the icy truck. My mother used to work at Springfield Gardens High School. She was a teacher there for over 25 years. And our family business, we had the Italian icy truck. Okay. Not before the Mexicans and all that came and everything like that. No disrespect, but we had all that. Like the Marinos ices. We used to have the stainless steel push carts. Yeah. And my mother used to always say, like, it put that hustling mentality in me. She used to we get the barrels, the ices. The barrels was $7. We used to go down in Queens, pick them up, sell them out.
At the Restaurant Depot, John?
It wasn't a restaurant. It was in the cut by where the Tom Warner building was. It's Tom Warner over there. It was a Tom Warner spot. You go right in the, and it's Marino's Ices over there. And they sell the hot ice, the dry ice, and all that. We used to go over there and really like get our stuff. And every day that was my thing. I had to sell ices, and I used to go to Baisley Projects, sell ices, sell out. And my mother used to follow us in the car, me and my sister Felicia, and my little brother Anthony, and we used to sell ices. That's tough. And my mother used to say, at the teacher, you get 8 checks for the summertime. She get them checks because she was a teacher. Teachers get paid for the summertime, and that was our summer business as well too. And we used to, this is your school money. That's my mom. Yo, this is your school money right here for back to school. So you're working for your school money. So my mother put that hustling mentality in me. Then my mother also put on plays and directed stuff. And so
your mom,
she was a hustler, man. Like I used to see that. So like, and with her coworkers, every Friday or every other Friday she used to have, her name was Rhonda's Chicken Den. So they used to come over by the $5 plates, $10 plates, and everything like that. So when I was a young kid, I saw all of that. So that's where I get my hustling from. You know what I mean? From my mother. She was teaching me from a young age to, get that done. And God rest her soul, but my mother put a lot of that in me. And then she's also an educator. I became an educator too after I finished playing ball overseas. So I do a lot of things that my mother taught me, and that's why I think parenting is very important. You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely important.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your transition from, not even your transition.
Oh, so I think
go ahead.
you did say like when I started playing, so I kind of went off. I started playing from that. That Bake was my first tournament I ever played in. Mm-hmm. And then from there I took, I've been playing all the tournaments. Metro Swoosh, Roy Wilkins, playing Africa Park, playing Utopia Park. I was all over. I used to ride. Back in the day, we used to ride our bikes to all of the parks. Used to have like 4 or 5 games each summer. Used to go to Beacon and 158 over in Bayside. And then come to Allen Gardens and everything. Mm-hmm. So I was literally everywhere playing basketball.
Balling the whole summer.
High school, went to
back
campus.
In the crib, wild dog.
Yep, mad dog, smelling like outside. That's when you like, yo, you smell like outside. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean I smell like outside until I realized I got older? I know what outside smell like, When you in the crib more and you smell somebody who's been outside. When we was kids, we was outside all day. So we don't know what that smells like. But when you in the house more and somebody coming in smelling like outside, you smell like outside.
Like,
so so now you understand what it is. But playing there, then I went to Campus Magnet, played 1 year. Only played my senior year. I went to 72, which had the 9th grade, stayed. Lloyd Banks, he was a little older than me, but he went to 72 as well, too.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to Christopher Lloyd Banks. And, I stayed there, came to Jack my sophomore year. Went to Jack, wound up breaking my left wrist my sophomore year. That
Doing
year's
what,
over.
playing ball?
Playing ball at Allen Gardens. I was playing ball at Allen Gardens, and I broke my left wrist. And then... my junior year playing around. Remember you used to be like, yo, give me 5 minutes. We used to be like, yo, 5 minutes. Me and Keith Bussey was playing. My guy Keith Bussey, who went to Canarsie at the time. We playing around wrestling and shit like that. And I remember I had him up against the gate, like, and remember those handball.
Yeah,
courts,
the handball court.
But they had the little fence gates. They were like little. They wasn't.
Yeah,
like
They were trying to stop people from climbing the gates, so they made the joint smaller. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
I put my fingers in there and I had him against the thing, and he broke off. And my arm was still on the fucking gate, bro, and I couldn't move it. I was like, yo, my arm was broke from up here.
Oh,
broke my whole shit. And my junior year was done, bro. Yeah. He like just pushed off. Like, cause I had him like this, my finger, you're gripped in there, and my right arm came off, and my left arm still was there, and it broke my whole joint. So, I only had my senior year, and I made the best out of it. All Queens, first team, all city, honorable mention, and I led Campus Magnet in scoring, led them in assists, led them in steals, free throw percentage. Yeah,
legend.
Yeah.
Legend. Y'all be talking about y'all numbers. This guy right here.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, 1 year.
1 year.
Come
1 year
on,
high
son.
school. Still went D1.
So what school did you go to when you went D1?
So I went the JUCO route.
Oh,
okay. Just talk about that a little bit. I went to Sullivan Community College because I didn't have the grades coming out of Jack. Jack was wild. Jack was a wild spot. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So
it was definitely fun.
Yeah, it was fun as hell.
You got left back without knowing.
Yeah. I got left back. I had to go to summer school every summer. Every summer I was in summer school. But it was cool to be outside of the house and everything like that. Sure. But I did that. Again, sports and ball and, but after that I went to Sullivan Community College, played there. I was trying to go to prep school. So I actually went to Sullivan on Labor Day. I went on Labor Day because I wasn't supposed to go there. And went there, did my thing there. My head coach wound up leaving during the summer. I was all conference, first team. I did everything there that I could do my 1 year there. And then I'm going to skip over where I went next, but I went to Chafee and Rancho Cucamonga. I did that. Rancho Cucamonga. I led them in scoring. Led them to a conference semifinals. Did my thing there as well too. I just actually 3 weeks ago, went out there to speak at my coach's retirement party. He asked me to come speak out there. So I went back to Rancho. I haven't been there since I damn near played there.
Wow. And what was that like when you went back?
It was a lot. I went to Sacramento 2 months before that. After that, Mike Bibby's over there and Shaquille O'Neal's the GM of basketball operations over there now. So it was it was.
I don't know why I thought Shaq wasn't doing it no more.
He's still there.
Probably because I see him outside.
His son actually won the slam dunk contest. The national NCAA slam dunk contest. His son goes there as well too.
Okay, so it's not Reef, it's his other son.
Yeah, and then his son goes there, and Mikey Williams goes there as well too. But he just ended the transfer portal. But that's where I went. I led Sacramento State in scoring, broke records, and broke the 3-point record that's still up there today. 9 threes against University of Denver, 9 steals against Illinois State. That's Sacramento State is the only school that I've played 2 consecutive years in.
Okay.
So, high school, only 1 year. Sullivan, 1 year. Chafee, 1 year. Sacramento State is the only school that had some sort of consistency. So that I think that allowed me and helped me out a lot. My junior year, I was runner-up for newcomer of the year. And I would have got that newcomer of the year if my coach did allow me to get it.
What you mean allow you to get it? What was that?
He didn't start me my last 8 games of my junior season. He told me, I think I'm getting bigger than the program. That's what he told me. Because I used to have the Sacramento Kings players coming to the games, which is more publicity for our school. And he told me, I think I'm getting bigger than program, and did not start me.
You think you are?
He thinks, I think that I'm.
He thought you was, and that was the problem.
And and now I would have just transferred to another school and went, with all these NIL deals and this money going on, but back then it was just like, damn, I'm D1, I'm that. So, and I was gonna transfer. I actually took some visits at the end of the season, but I would have had to go D2. I couldn't go to another from a D1 to a D1 with 1 year left. I would have had to sit out, and that would have been my last year. I can't sit out. Yeah, so but I went to Oklahoma City. I went to Cameron University. I took a visit there. It was really cool, really dope spot. Like I did take my visit, did do some good things there and everything like that, but I did not sign there. And I wound up going back to Sacramento State and let bygones be bygones, and I went back and led the team in scoring and broke these records.
Nice.
So that's what I did, and then after that, I went and played professional ball in Europe. I played in Romania, Hungary, China, Colombia, Mexico City, Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I did. Yep.
Let me ask you, because I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have been sick. Not sick, but because you still played ball.
Yeah.
You still went overseas and everything like that. But having NBA players come to your game, and then it's just like
that shit was fire, bro.
But then it's like when I'm leaving, so with the draft, like, you know what I mean?
So it's tough, man. Like, and then you have a lot of guys who did make it, even from Queens. My guy Charles Jenkins, my guy Scott Machado, Royale Ivy. Shout out to them. I've been asked about this before. Like, yo,
really?
You one of them? Like, I'm one of them. Right. I'm like, and they look up to me, like, a lot of these guys, and then it's like, yo,
you are the
and then
guy.
You didn't make it. Like, it's like, I mean, but if I did, maybe I wouldn't be doing this. Maybe I wouldn't be giving back as much as I give back. Maybe, but maybe I would. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know. But at the end of the day, I had to. What people don't really talk about is when people's college careers are finished, and you can really have some real, like, some mental health issues at that time, because if you've been playing the game, I've been talking about me playing since I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
Playing the game your entire life.
Like,
and now you get to college and then it's over. Like, after college is finished. Some people's finished after high school, but I got the luxury of having some extra years playing in college and then playing professional ball in Europe, but everything is a different transition for you.
Okay.
Like, so when I finished up there, it was a lot of anxiety, man. You don't know what the hell you're going to do.
You finished in Europe?
No, when I finished college.
Oh, when you finished college. Okay.
You don't know what you're doing. You know what you're doing? Like, you go to school, you play ball. Throughout elementary school, I go to school, I play ball.
That was your
life. Junior high school, I go to school, ball.
School ball.
high school ball. Like even if I didn't play on the team, I played in tournaments. Like school ball, college, school, workouts, ball. Like
right.
Then over. Like then it's done. Like and then so, some people try to play as long as they can till their wheels fall off, and literally like because I think a lot of them don't know what to do after playing. Right,
because they've
never done it. Yeah. So. And that's what happens a lot of times. But, again, I think that there should be a lot more people talking about what happens after basketball. What happens after you put the ball down? What do you do next? Right. So, I made my passion into my purpose. And that's when, you get things like Ballin' for Peace. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. I like that. Yeah. So, all right. So, we're going to ask you some other stuff. Because we're going to get back into Ballin' for Peace and your transition from playing basketball, and what did that feel like when even after the overseas thing stopped happening? But you are getting killed online for something that you said.
I already know what
you said. I know I'm probably like messing it up, but the fans and everybody says, "Hey, he said Jalen Brunson is better than Kyrie Irving."
I didn't say Jalen Brunson is better than Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is a really great player. Let's not go there. Right, but how I really feel is when he was in the A1 position, when he was the guy, because he wasn't the guy in Cleveland. LeBron James was the guy. So Kyrie's not getting this. He's gonna get different looks because he's playing with LeBron James.
Right.
So all the focus is on LeBron.
Right.
Kyrie just has to be the facilitator and make the shots that when he's open, because he will be open,
like he did.
Because of LeBron James, right? I'm a real hooper. Some people, even online, they don't know I played D1. I played overseas. I really did.
Like he does.
I had for real. Like H2O was my streetball nickname. I actually played with N1 and all that other stuff. I did all that stuff. Ball up, street ball. People be talking. They don't do anything. They don't know anything.
That's a fact.
So now when I'm speaking on a pod or something like that, and I'm speaking the facts, not my facts. These are the facts.
Right.
Kyrie Irving. Before LeBron James, he did nothing in Cleveland. He was the number one pick, did nothing. They didn't make playoffs, nothing.
That's true.
Like, when he was the guy, he did nothing. So, at the end of the day, LeBron James, I actually said Kyrie's the best Robin of all time. And I'll clear that up as well, too.
Yo.
I'll clear that up, too.
That sounds crazy because nigga like Robin.
Yeah, he's a Robin. He's not the guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy next to the guy.
Okay.
When he had those opportunities, when he went to Boston, Jalen Brown and Tatum, they went further without him. They went to the conference finals without him. When they were all together, they lost in the first round of the playoffs.
That's true.
And they even won a chip without him.
That's true.
Right? So then he goes to Brooklyn. Nothing. He played with James Harden. Nothing. He played with James Harden, Kevin Durant, and himself. Did nothing.
Okay.
You understand? He was in Brooklyn before that. Did nothing. They didn't win nothing. Jalen Brunson is in New York, breaking records. 53 consecutive 50-win seasons. That ties for the most since the early 90s Knicks with Ewing and Starks and all of them. So Carmelo Anthony's not even close when it comes down to wins and losses, and it comes down to total points. He already surpassed him with 30-point games, 40-point games. So it's nostalgia when we think of Carmelo. It's nostalgia when we think of Kyrie Irving's. But when it comes down to facts, Jalen Brunson, point total, stats, wins, losses, is better than a lot of these players. They always say, people are better than Jalen Brunson until they play Jalen Brunson. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You can see the last couple of games, like
he really goes out. And he's a winner. 2 national championships. And still he has to continue to keep proving himself. Like even now, I make that statement. People, Kyrie, you're crazy. You must be on drugs or something. Like, bruh, nah. Like the facts is the facts. I said so. It was who's more skilled? Is Kyrie Irving more skilled? Who's more skilled, Kyrie Irving or Jalen Brunson? Kyrie Irving has all the skills in the world. I was kind of, Kyrie Irving is that guy, but I would choose Jalen Brunson any day of the week over Kyrie Irving because I want to win. I'm a winner, and I like winning results, and Jalen Brunson is a leader. And I ask everybody else, is leadership a skill? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a skill. So then Kyrie Irving has little leadership skills, zero. Literal zero, zilch, zero leadership skills. He'll leave your team
quadrupling
hanging.
down.
Like zero leadership skills. Like at the end of the day, clip that. Like if you want to clip some, zero leadership skills. Kyrie Irving, Jalen Brunson, off the chart.
I can see that.
I hope I cleared that up for you.
No, you did. Honestly, you did clear it up because, like you said, clip is like people think of. Because even when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yo,
when he played with the Mavs, Luka was the guy.
Right.
So he's the best Robin of all time. He got to the finals with Luka. Luka's the man. Kyrie is the second guy. He is my man, did this. My man did that. Luka's the guy.
Yeah, because like with
nobody
Kyrie,
cared about Kyrie no more.
With Kyrie, when Kyrie come up the court, niggas is going to try to double team Kyrie. So now, Braun, Luka, whoever's open. But at the same time, it goes the other way.
It goes the other way. So Braun played the point in Cleveland, not Kyrie. Luka played the point with the Mavericks, not Kyrie. So Kyrie is benefiting off of playing with other great players as well, too.
Yeah.
So that's why, and I'm probably being a little bit funny, but him being the best Robin of all time, and some people would say Scottie Pippen is the best Robin of all time. Right? Yeah.
Nah,
Robin. Scott. So
no, because,
so hold on.
So because it's Robin. That's the thing. The name Robin is fucking people up.
Jordan's Batman, right?
Yeah.
And Scottie Pippen would be his sidekick, right? No. So I even said another take. I said Scottie Pippen is Batman. He's a Batman. But he played with just the greatest player to ever play basketball. So yeah. No, I have to have the disrespect in there. The disrespect has to be in there because you have to say Robin. You have to say because it's Batman or Robin, not Batman and Superman.
You can say Batman and Nightwing.
So at the end, right? So at the end of the day, you compare Batman to Robin, right? So at the end of the day, I said Scottie Pippen's not a Robin. Scottie Pippen is a Batman. He's one of the 50 greatest players of all time, right? He's on that list.
Right. And even when he went to the Blazers.
When he went to the Blazers, played really, really well. 6 rings. Michael Jordan don't get those 6 rings without Scottie Pippen.
I believe that.
Michael Jordan doesn't get those 6 rings without Scottie Pippen. Facts. That is a dead fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we are talking apples and oranges. We're talking about one player being great and somebody just being greater, right? Yeah. And that's how that was. But Scottie Pippen, he's one of my favorite players of all time.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite.
He's LeBron before LeBron, right?
Yeah.
And
Scottie Pippen was
Kawhi Leonard and all that. From Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen was a really good player.
Absolutely.
Great player.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great player. Great player.
One of the best. I gotta have the disrespect.
You gotta say Robin because people don't understand Superman and Batman.
Because now you're doing, that's like you doing Magic and Bird, Superman 100%. And Batman. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes all the sense in the world.
Had to clear that up.
All right. I mean, for me personally, it was like a weird, like you said, they clipped it up or whatever, but the way you came at my girl Angel Reese, man, that was kind of foul. And I'm like, this nigga plays basketball. Why would he say that? So what?
So how's the highlights?
The thing that I didn't like what you said, because it was like it kind of didn't make sense to me when you was just like, yo, every time I see her, she's doing something else. Where's the basketball? But then it's just like, my head was like, nigga, you ain't gotta see her in the gym.
That's the point
to be like,
if you a hooper, you a hooper. When I was on my hooping grind, I never went out.
Okay.
You didn't see me out. I would go. That's at the end of the season. Like even players doing podcasts in season is wild to me.
Yeah, especially if you lose.
Even my Knicks, like, yo, bro, Brunson, Hart, Nigga, sit though. You don't gotta cut that shit all the way the fuck off.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, we don't need to see you doing all this other extra stuff right now. You in season, your team is ass. Y'all suck.
She was on Chicago.
Like,
was fucking terrible.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all terrible. You don't need to be coming. Why are you at the Liberty games? I would be like, I want to bust their ass. I don't want to go there and show love to them. I want to destroy them, and that goes back to the system that we in now, and that's from LeBron James. LeBron James started all that buddy ball and everything like that, and he also ruined basketball. He ruined the All-Star game. He ruined it because he made it cool to be cool. He made it cool to be cool with players. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I see what you mean. Yeah. He made it cool to be
that was never a thing.
Yeah, that was never a thing.
If you I want to destroy you. You, D Wade, I'm not teaming up with you. I'm killing you every chance I get. Yeah. Who does that? Like, where do you go from you're supposed to be the GOAT to leaving your team? You don't win no rings by yourself. You go to your man who got a ring
without you. Yeah.
D Wade. So is D Wade the GOAT? No, right? But he won a ring without him. And he ain't have no crazy team, D Wade, when he won that ring in Miami. Nah. At the end of the day, he won. The LeBron joins him, then adds Chris Bosh, then Shane Battier, then Ray Allen, then Mike Miller.
Yeah, them niggas had it.
And then you talk about how are you the GOAT? How are you the GOAT? Mike, and it's LeBron. LeBron and his GOAT comp. Michael Jordan he went to the finals 6 times, won 6 finals MVPs. None of them went to Game 7. Mm-hmm. That's GOAT status. Right. LeBron went to the finals 10 times, won 4. You can't be the GOAT losing more than you won.
You know what's crazy? In this GOAT conversation with LeBron versus Jordan, nobody ever said that.
There you go. You said
I've never
it right
heard
now.
Nobody said
you
that.
Can't go to the finals 10. Oh, well, he went to the finals 10 times and lost 6 of them. And yet the GOAT, Steph Curry, has the same amount of rings as him. So is Steph Curry to go in less years and stayed on the same team and got that?
Yeah, he went through the growing pains with
100%.
him
And Kevin Durant actually went to his team. Kevin Durant would have no rings, 0 rings if he didn't go to Golden State.
I hated that move.
That was he did a move worse than LeBron.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant's move was because you were up 3-1 to go to the championship and lost and then joined that team the very next season. That is the most diabolical sucker shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't care how much. And then he took a pay cut on top of that. Who does that?
That nigga wanted to win. He wanted to win.
So
yeah, he wanted to win really
bad. And this
bad.
is what I'm talking about. So when it comes down to GOAT conversation, I seen it as a kid, and then when The Last Dance came on during COVID, I was locked in as an adult, and I'm like, yo, this is not even close. This man was insane. Like, yeah. And now I see everything that I felt as a kid. Oh man, I see it as an adult. I understand it even more.
Now and that's it. And especially you understand it even more playing the game.
Playing the game. It's not like kid, I didn't play.
Like, okay, but as you got older and played the game and been in
and know how tough it is to be that dude.
Yeah.
And be the first to do that. Because I've done a lot of firsts, and people don't give me the credit for it. I'm the first person to play like 3x3. I'm one of the first people to I'm a pioneer of 3-on-3 basketball. Now it's an Olympic sport. But I've been pushing for 3-on-3 before that. I've been playing since 2012. Now it's an Olympic sport. Me and my brother been playing traveling all over the world, playing 3-on-3 basketball. I literally stopped playing at Dykeman and Ruck and all that, and just exclusively playing 3-on-3. So when people thought I wasn't playing, I just was doing something else. Red Bull 1-on-1s, Red Bull 3. I was doing all that stuff. Went to get money other than going to these. Now a lot of these tournaments are giving out money for these championships and all that, but they wasn't back then. So I was going almost like tennis and golf. It's like you're in a tournament for money, and that's a lot of 3-on-3 tournaments are like that, and that's what was one of the things that I saw. I'm like, let me get up on this.
Wow, that's tough. That's tough. Now getting back to basketball.
Yeah, man.
Getting back to your career in basketball, when you stopped playing overseas and decided to hang it. I don't want to say you decided to hang it up, but you decided to be like, you know what, let me retire. No more overseas, no more nothing. What was that transition like, and mentally, what did that do to you?
So the transition of retiring. Like, I never even officially retired. Not like I went to a podium and said like, "Hey man, I'm hanging them up." Like, so it's just the normal evolution of life, right? So like after that, I started training kids, and then I started coaching my H2O basketball team, and then from that I started refereeing. Now I'm a college referee, high school referee. I do pro-am and all that. So I literally, last summer was the first summer that I actually didn't play in a one of those tournaments like a West Forth, Dykeman. I literally didn't play because I officiated. I started officiating the pro-am, and then I said to myself, I'm not going to be one of those guys refereeing and still playing in pro-am basketball. So I didn't play in Dykeman, West Forth, Hoops and Sun. I didn't play in none of them, and I became a full-fledged referee. So in last summer, I refed throughout the whole city, ref at Queen of Harlem, all the top tournaments. And I did the Final Four for for Hoops in the Sun, Kingdom. I had playoff games in Queen of Harlem. That's the money tournaments, and I did it all last summer. Rucker, or everything, and people like, oh shit, you can act Dykeman, Final Four for Dykeman.
Wow, that's big.
Shout out to Kenny Grant, to Kenny Stevens, and everything like that, and I did my thing, on the reffing side. So it's like you got to pick one. So I guess it's over. You know what I mean? But I do still play like in tournaments like Lifetime and things like that, because that's a personal thing for me, because sometimes you just want to still play basketball, and being known from that and having the name H2O, still to this day, people, yo, get him, yo. I'm like, bro, saying they still double and triple teaming the time. I'm like, God damn, I just want some rec.
Like,
but you can't, Darren pickup, like, sheesh. Like, no, but it's still cool to get out there and do what you do at times, but it's just a different focus. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So the mental side of it is just like, it's just evolving. It's just evolving.
So you wasn't like
bitter?
I don't want to say bitter, but like I watched Gil's Arena sometime, and I remember watching.
He got hurt.
I remember him talking about it, and Kenya Martin talking about like when they were done with basketball, what that kind of did to them, because they was all over in the league and everything. Then they come back, they got kids, and they don't know the system in the house, and the kids don't really know you like that because you've been away so long. I don't think you have that story. But a lot of athletes be like, yo, when I finally...
You have that with family, though, too.
Yeah.
Because you're not around your family.
Right.
I went to school in California. I played overseas. I wasn't home.
True.
I wasn't home like that. I wasn't in New York. I'm from New York, but I wasn't in New York. If you think about it, the last time I was really in New York was in high school.
Oh, shit, yeah.
You go to college, you're over there, you're traveling. Then after that, you go and playing professional. So you're home for little bits of... Home for the summer a little bit, playing street ball, then you leave.
Okay.
Then you're going. Then you're going to another country. You're going somewhere else. So I wasn't home. So you have to adapt to being home. Getting a job, the fuck?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that was one of the struggles. Is actually having somebody tell you what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, working a regular 9 to 5, especially when you played overseas too. It's like one of the biggest things is that you can't have a job when you're overseas or you playing pro ball. You can't have a job. You can't come back home and work. Like, so a lot of, aren't you supposed to be getting this? How much money? Like, what do you mean?
Right, because they're going to look at you like, oh.
This nigga, what? So it's,
Calvin got a job.
Yeah, you can't even, you can't be normal, right? Yeah. So you're supposed to always be Superman. You play D1, and every game you play in a rec league, somebody, you ain't score 50 on me, then he's regular. Like, so it's
that's
facts.
weird. But
it's facts.
Yeah.
So I always had to be on top of my game. Always. Any place, if I played in a fucking YMCA, I had to be that guy.
Because somebody's
I don't know them, but they know the hell who I am. They know H2O. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's one of the difficult parts about it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how what gave you the idea. Before we go there, and I'm pretty sure you've been seeing what's been going on in our neighborhood in Queens when it comes to these young kids, carrying guns, And then not just our neighborhood in Queens, but it's all over New York. You know what I'm saying? And all over in our communities everywhere. A lot of young kids are dying to gun violence as young as 10. You know what I'm saying? So, and I went to a town hall meeting right there in Roy.
You went?
Yeah, I went. And they was talking, a lot of the young kids actually got up and was like, yo, we need more stuff to do. You know, we need this. We need these programs to do this. We need.
They shut everything down. Forster Laurie, they shut down.
Yeah.
Boys and Girls Club, they shut everything down. I don't know where this money is going.
Not to us,
you know?
But so now when we see you, and we see H2O basketball camp, and you know what I'm saying, Ballin for Peace and everything like that, was that you? This is your 10-year anniversary.
Yeah. And
we know our neighborhood's been wild since back then. Is that something that is that one of the things that that drove you to create Ballin for Peace? For
sure. You know, so even then we started Queens Week. Me and my guy Buck, we started that many years ago before Ballin for Peace. You know, because of all the senseless acts of violence that was going on in Queens. You know, the killing of Jam Master Jay, my best friend Marky getting killed right there in Hollis, Queens. It's like, what the hell is happening, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? And again, I was away. I was in school. I was in college. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of like got out of that, all that stuff, you know? So when you see it, and it's like, damn, you know, what do? What I did was create something that is undeniable, you know, peace through sports, Ballin for Peace, right? So at the end of the day, you want people to have results, right? You want results. And sports always brought me results. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either you won or you lost, right? But a result came from that. So it's competing. It's getting people acclimated to something else other than, you know, violence, right? So it's an alternative to violence, right? You know what I mean? You're out there. You're not even thinking about that. I got a game. I got a basketball game. I'm not thinking about whatever harming somebody else. I'm worried about getting to my basketball game.
Right.
That's where my mind is at. That's where my focus. So even sports deflects. It gets your mind off of all the nonsense that is actually going on in life, and that's something that it also did for me all the time. Like, it took me away from the reality of where I was at in Southside Jamaica, Queens. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like that was one of the biggest things that I wanted to do, and kind of like started with that and just giving these kids an outlet, giving these people, and it grew. I didn't actually know exactly what the hell I wanted to do with it, but I knew something needed to happen when I first started. And now you look back and it's up to 10 years and you're like, wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be consistent, consistency is king, right? That is the ultimate thing. Somebody could do something one time, but can you do it again? Right? You know, like, you can get with that girl that one time, but can you, like, real talk, like, or can you do it again? Like, can you be with it? Can you, like, what can you do after that? Like, you know, anybody can wow you for that dinner and all that and show, but can you show love to that person continuously?
And that's not even in that aspect. I know we be getting killed online, like, y'all don't do dates no more and da-da-da-da, or you used to do this, you used to do that, on both ends.
Yeah.
In being in a relationship, you used to do this and you used to do that.
Yeah. And you used to do that too.
Right. But that's, even in that minute aspect, that is something hard to constantly repeat and constantly.
To be consistent is hard. It's not
difficult.
Easy. You got to show up every single day. You got to be, even to go to work.
Yeah.
Be consistent. Yo, I'm not missing days. I'm going in. I challenge myself. It has nothing to do with anybody else. I'm challenging myself before I'm challenging you.
Okay.
I don't know you. I don't care about that, like, what you can actually do, right? So I have to challenge myself first to be able to tell you that it can be done.
Okay.
Because I did it. And I know it can be done. And now I can give you the information that you need to do that. If that makes sense.
And speaking of information and everything like that, was it difficult to create Ballin for Peace? Like, I know, like, with stuff it gets like red tape and everything like that.
So I always tell people this: I have more issues with doing peace events than I do with the hip hop events. It's more pushback from, you know, venues and all these places to get this done, because we do them in colleges. You know, a lot of these places, they don't want people in their spaces.
Yeah.
They just don't want people in their spaces. And that's the bottom line. Like, even like these high schools, they don't do anything. Literally a school, the after school programs, you know, it's, you got one here, one over there, but there's a school everywhere. All of them should be open for after school.
That's a fact.
You should have something. You should have team night. You should have team. Where do they even go to party anymore? Where do these kids go to party?
Team jam.
We used to have all that. You know, where is it? What happened? So I created.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So this is where Ballin' for Peace comes from, because it's results. Peace through sports, right? So whether that's a flag football we do, bowling, we do kickball, we do
you do
basketball.
Just sports in general.
Sports. Right? Flag football.
That's fire. Okay.
Bowling.
I thought it was just basketball.
Nah. This gets the most attention because it's our flagship event. It's the first one that I ever did. Okay. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, we're pushing, we're raising funds, we're giving out scholarships now. Like, you know, we wasn't able to do that before, you know, especially with all these NIL situations happening, these high school athletes not getting recruited no more. It's not a place for them to play no more, so we're giving them scholarships. We're bringing them up to Pix 11 with me in the morning and things like that, highlighting who they are and what they're doing. So that's the shift that started from just stop the violence to now we're shifting into giving out scholarships and things of that nature. And that's what we've been doing for the last couple of years. So the Elite 32, we do our high school classic. We have 32 teams. This past year we had 42 teams. And we had it right there in August Martin this year. We usually have it in Springfield. Oh, that's dope. But, you know, even with Springfield, we fixed, you know, put eyes and ears on them to fix up the basketball court. Got them 2 brand new rims. Springfield didn't have rims changed in over 20 years. My mother used to, I swear to God, my mother used to teach there and everything like that. And I had to beg for them to put up the rims that I gave them. The first day they didn't put it up. We had the tournament the next day. I said, if these rims aren't up tomorrow, I'm taking them back. And that's how they put the rims up there.
And that be the thing with like state schools and all that.
They don't be wanting to work.
Shit right there,
they don't want to work, bro. Custodians looking at you crazy like, yo, you making us work. A lot of people don't want to work, man. And that's just not. It's and you gotta. I have to be consistent with stuff like that happening to me.
And like I know anybody else,
they would have quit.
Yeah.
And that's why they don't. That's why you see year 1 and you don't see year 2. Because it's very hard to do this stuff.
Yeah, it's very discouraging.
And you need money. You need support.
Oh, yeah. Bro.
You know what I'm saying? If I say, yo, I'm going to Chris Brown. Oh, Chris Brown. I'm going to go to Chris Brown's. You don't know Chris Brown. Chris Brown doesn't know you. Jay-Z's concert sold out in 2 seconds. They don't know you, but they know me. And it's like, man, what are you doing? What are you getting out of it? Somebody that you know. Like, but you'll go and buy their albums. Buy that and support them, have it like without question.
Oh yeah, I know a couple people. Once Usher and them,
with me, it comes a couple of questions, because I look like you. We grew up together, so you think like, oh man, I don't want to help this person out because they're gonna be above me.
Or like
I'll get around to it.
Yeah.
Nah, support with your purchase, buy a ticket like everybody else, and come through. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
for
support.
Sure. Come through, man. Support.
You see? I mean, it happens, but one of the things about Queens too is that Queens don't support Queens. A lot of times we just don't. Yeah. And it's sad because I look at all the metrics. I look at ticket sales. I look at everything that we're doing and the supporters that we have. And there's Queens teams. We had 80 teams playing Queens College for our fall brawl event. And majority was teams from out of state. Majority was, and I'm not going to name Queens team name, but there was a lot of them who didn't play in it. And, you know, some of them did, some of them didn't. Some of them try to skimp you on money. It's a real thing that happens from people who know you, people from your neighborhood. They want discounts. They want this. They want that. You can't go to the Knicks game and ask for a discount.
Yeah, look at
you. Can't go, like, you know, like, who do you do that to? You can't go to even a corner store. Yo, let me get a disc. Bro, this is the price. The price is the price. This is what it is. We actually undercut a lot of the stuff. You go to May Hoops, they're charging $900 per team. I know because I'm the one who assigns the referees for the Made Hoops, right? But then you going to Made Hoops, you going to the other places, and I didn't come here to say these things, but at the end of the day, it needs to be said a lot of times. It's a fact. And a lot of people don't take that into consideration. But you know, we need more of us supporting us.
Definitely do.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where it starts with. I've actually had more support from other communities than my own. And that's stuff that got to change.
And that's crazy because
it's facts, though.
It is facts. I remember Queens never really was like that before. Like, at least I didn't know because I was young or whatever. But just speaking to my pops and, you know, uncles and everything like that, a lot of our neighborhoods had them black-owned businesses, barbershops, corner stores, laundromats, hardware stores, and everything like that. And then somewhere along the line, I know I'm tired of saying it, but you know what I'm saying, through crack epidemic and everything like that, those businesses went away. The families didn't pick them up, and now we got everybody else in our neighborhood, and that's just, now we don't support each other. It's weird. It's a very weird thing, but I feel like it could change at some point. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the way things are going now, we are going to start supporting each other, even with like the Black Resource Network.
Shout out to my homegirl, Aaliyah.
Shout out to Black Resource Network. Shout out to Aaliyah.
I was with her when she started. She had the Queens Music Festival. That's what she was doing.
You see what I'm saying?
It was a Queens Youth Music Festival. She used to do it over in Amazora. And, you know, me and Aaliyah, we talk a lot. And she found a niche with the Black Resource Network. I'm one of the first people in the Black Resource Network.
Yeah, and connecting everybody in Southeast Queens.
But, yeah, we got to start doing a lot more of that. But even with that, it's like...
Yeah, it'd be tricky with that.
It'd be tricky with that.
Yeah, because like,
so like everybody don't support everybody's thing, and you know you have to get approval for what events is. That wasn't the thing when it started. Like
and
it wasn't.
Like,
so
a lot of the stuff, like, and again, this
you just brought that up. I'm gonna send that in there. I gotta send it to the Black Resource Network.
You know
what I'm saying? We gotta get up.
This is nothing that has to do with her, but like a lot of people we see in there, like, if she don't say something,
then it's not real.
Yeah, niggas don't be, you know what I mean? But whatever. We have a Ballin' for Peace. Before I get to this last question, we're going to play a game. It's called First, Best, and Worst. We always do it with our artists, but we got basketball legend in the building, so we're going to do it the basketball way. What is your first game, like your first like big game, I want to say real, but your first big game that you played in, your worst game that you played in, and your best game that you played in?
First game?
Yeah, like not like I just got on the court, I'm 7 years old type shit, but like when you really started taking, like when you like that moment when you was like, I arrived, I'm here. This is like my first official tournament type shit.
Probably when I played so many fucking games, bro. I don't even know. I don't know my first game. I played in all these tournaments.
Yeah, ever since you could blink.
Since I could, like, so honestly, it had to be like a Metro Swoosh tournament.
Okay.
At Roy Wilkins.
Yeah,
when
was
we
your
played
first
at Nike. That wasn't actually the first one, but Metro Swoosh was one of the ones that I remembered. Nike coming into our neighborhood and sponsoring that tournament there at Roy Wilkins. But it probably was with Base. With the guy Charles Coleman when he ran the Base tournament. That's one of the first tournaments that I actually played in as well too. So that, and then what's the other one?
What is the best game? You could like log it and be like, yo, this was the best game I had.
I had some really good games, man. one of my best was one of the best. I'm gonna talk about this. You can go to Dykeman. You go on. It was at Dykeman. I played against TMP, Take No Prisoners, and it was like a revenge game because I won multiple championships with them. I had played at Sacramento State. I was the leading scorer at Sacramento State, but in street ball, like they still had like these rules. Like it was like, this is my starting lineup. This is what's happening. It was like I couldn't start.
Yeah, because
so it's like these are my guys. Like, not even that, but these are my OGs. They're playing. I don't care if you play D1. I don't care. And that's the team that my guys. I love them to death, but I had arrived, and I'm that guy. Like, and so we're winning championships, but I'm coming off the bench. I'm not getting. We were the first tournament of champion winners. We're on Bounce magazine cover, Nike, everything like that. And I decided to leave, and I left. And I went on my own, and I found other teams and everything like that. And that's where H2O was born.
Oh, okay.
That's where the name H2O was born. And came back from overseas, and I was killing. And they started calling me H2O. And I played a game against them in Dykeman. You can go watch it up on YouTube. It was Kingdom versus TMP. In the playoffs at Dykeman, I had like 42 points. in the overtime game against them, and I was just rocking them, bro. And it was one. I love Charles Jones to death. He played for the Chicago Bulls, but it's a play. I saw this randomly maybe 3-4 years ago. Somebody sent me the link, and he two-hand pushed me in the back. It was an N1. I went around, and sometimes when you get older, you can't do much with younger talent, and I got a two-hand push, but it was an N1. And I'm like, damn, that looked like hate. Like, god damn, Charles, like, you know what I'm saying?
But that's how it go when you busting niggas' ass pause. Like, when you cooking somebody, and they just can't stop you, I'm fouling this nigga. Get the gun. Okay, so you played all these games. We already talked about your first joint. You just broke down your best when you just cooked Chuck Jones.
Charles Jones,
Chuck, whatever you got cooked. Now you stop. Respect to you.
Charles Jones, CJ, man, legend, man.
Legendary.
Legend. Charles Jones, man.
He gave you that legendary cooking.
Push in the back, man.
Legendary two-hand push in the back.
Two-hand back, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah,
what is your worst game? What can you say is your worst game you ever had?
That's easy. No, I had it was like 2 bad games that I had. It was first one when I got the news that my mom passed away, and I played in the game. Was in a Riverside tournament. I was at Chafee and Rancho Cucamonga, and it was December 11th, 2004. It's old in 2026. Yeah, that's the day that she passed. I got the news from my sister. She called me, and I was in, I was getting ready for the game, and she called me and told my mother passed away. I didn't know. I should have probably not played.
No, facts.
But I'm in California, they're in New York. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It was so bad, bro. I played that game, and it's like I don't remember anything.
Did you even tell anybody?
I told my coach. He said I didn't have to play, but I didn't know anything else what to do at that time. So I wound up playing, and I just that was a tough game. I don't even know if I scored that game. I can't even remember if I scored. And then I had to, I went back home, and I didn't know if I was gonna come back, but I wound up coming back, and I had a hell of a season. I got a Division I scholarship, and then the next year, on the anniversary of her passing, we played against Boise State at Boise State, and fucking Jerome Jenkins, my coach, that's his name, Jerome Jenkins. I said it. There you go. I said it.
That's the blackest shit ever.
On that day,
that's the program.
I told him. Yeah, I told him. This is the anniversary, and I want to go out and have a good game, and I didn't play well. And he said something like, your mom would have wanted you to play better, or something crazy, something to that extent.
Jerome Jenkins, you're an asshole.
Yeah, and
for real,
it was something like that. It was, and I'm like, damn, bro, I'm a young man at the time, and I didn't really. And those were my 2 worst games.
I probably would have snuffed him after that shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That probably would have been my career.
Yeah. That's a tech, that's a tech. Yeah, so that's there we go. There we go. I never got asked that question though, but that's pretty good. But.
This has been best, first, and worst with H2O.
Yeah, this is the best one you ever got, right there.
That's a fact. That is a cold hard.
That's some real shit, man.
Yeah. This whole interview has been like a real moment, giving Queen's history.
Yo,
giving your history.
That's why sometimes you like
to
talk to people who where you're from, and but a lot of times I don't get to because I've been so many different places. Right. I don't get brought back here.
We glad to have you, man, for real.
So yeah. So
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't even think we was gonna book this joint.
Yeah. We made it happen.
Let me just see what happened. Cause I think somebody posted in Black Resource Network like, hey, does anybody have?
Oh, word.
I don't remember who the contact was. It was a young
I have
lady.
I have a lot of people working for me right now.
It was like, hey,
things,
you know,
just like,
any media, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
This is it. And I saw the name. I was like, oh yeah, I'll interview H2O. Let me see what it's here for. And bang bang bang, just like that. Responded quickly and precise. That shit was dope, and I'm glad you're here, man. We definitely appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah,
talking, giving all the gems, all the history from beginning up until now with the 10-year anniversary of Ballin for Peace and everything like that. My question to you is, what is like the ultimate goal for Ballin for Peace?
That's easy as well too. So our ultimate goal and what we will achieve is having our peace center. It's going to be the Ballin for Peace Center.
Oh, that's fine.
So where we can control our own narrative and open up more peace centers across the nation and everything like that. Have financial literacy courses, basketball tournaments, all the stuff that we're not getting anymore, we're going to give. Right? So at the end of the day, that's what we want to do. And again, we got to remind them, our 10-year anniversary is June 20th at Queens College. We brought it back to Queens.
Absolutely.
We got the middle school all-star game, the high school all-star game. Shout out to Humble Development, my guy, Coach Tippy. They're going to be running that high school division. We got different performances. Shout out to Mano and everybody else who's coming through. My guy, Lou Pesos, Graf, everybody who's going to be participating. We got the slam dunk contest, three-point shootout, and then the celebrity game. So it's NBA All-Star Weekend all in one day, and it's better than All-Star Weekend. We put a lot, and shout out to NBA 2K. They just locked in with us. They're going to have a gaming station for the kids, big Jenga, and we're having a tournament. We're going to have a 2K tournament as well, too. So if you think and you're going to give out some money, too. So if you think you're good in 2K, we're going to put that up there. You can start signing up. And shout out to Chase. Shout out to Foot Locker. A lot of stuff that's going to be happening. You're going to be hearing about it during the weeks leading up to it. We're about 6 weeks out. About that a little bit. Yeah, about 6 weeks out. So you're going to be seeing all that stuff day by day dropping again until we drop our album. June 20th, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be dope. Indeed. Make sure you're there. Yeah, man, I think that's that. Oh, get your tickets. Ballin for Peace, BALLIN, the number 4, the word peace, X for year 10.org. You can follow me, H2O5, that's the letter O, not 0. Ballin for Peace, BALLIN, the number 4, the word peace, on Instagram as well, and all your social media platforms.
Everywhere, you heard?
We here.
Ballin for Peace, June 20th, 10-year anniversary, Queens College.
Yep.
And guess what? TapIn Radio gonna be in the building too, getting all the footage, baby.
That's a fact.
So pull up. You heard? Get your tickets. Celebrity games, slam dunk contest, 2K pulling up, Foot Locker. Everybody's gonna be involved, and this is big Queen shit.
Jordan gonna be there, man.
Fuck that.
Oh, but the mayor, I didn't get that. Queensboro president, Donovan Richards, they're going to be there giving a proclamation. Leroy Conry giving a proclamation. We already locked that in. And Mangdani, we working out to see if he could be there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could play 2K or something like that, too. You know what I mean?
Word, with your
shout out to the mayor. Let's get it. He's mixy, too. The mayor's mixy. He be outside doing things, though. You know what I mean? But his social media is crazy. Oh. You follow the mayor, go follow the mayor, man. But let's get it. He working.
Stuff, man. Word, like.
Let's get it.
My son on your team.
Oh, my son on the team. My son. Everybody. Life Cam. Let's get them all out there.
Everybody pull up, man. Yeah. This is Ballin for Peace. We don't need no more violence. Everybody pull up and put the sneakers on for peace, man. Once again, I go by the name of DJ Sola and also my guy in the chair. And this has been TapIn Radio with the one and only legend H2O5.
Let's get it.
Haron Hargrave. You heard? Peace.